Hello, me hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue. Welcome, 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 me hearties. Lovely to have you with us to our Saturday night phone-in show. The time is 9 o'clock exactly. Well, just gone now. We've tripped over to 9:01, and you're watching Scottie McClue live on the big one with the Big Talk Show. Everybody loving this, everybody starting to get the message, everybody coming and joining us just the way it should be. Lovely, lovely. And we're also going out on the YouTube channel and on the TikTok channel, as you well know. So double whammy for all the top people on the internet right now. How amazing is that? Welcome, welcome. Hooray! McClue's on time. And Numptyhead, we're always on time. Sometimes you're not always there and you think that I'm the one who's late. You know, there may have been the very odd occasion when technical difficulties were preventing us from getting together. Brian's joined us and Nick's joined us. Lovely to have you with us, guys. And follow. We will follow Scottie. That's what we say. Hi, Scottie. It's just me, Chris. It's never just you. It's you, and that's fantastic. So there we have it. Some comments were filtered to protect the experience. I love it. All the wee trolls are getting sent down the swanny. We love that. People that have no idea what they're watching or what they're dealing with. Isn't it fabulous? So lovely to have you all with us. And welcome to Chris. Welcome to Numptyhead. Kareem has joined us. Hi, Scottie. How are you? One and all. Welcome, Kareem. Having a wee brandy watching you, Connell. That's more than allowed. You enjoy yourself. There's no problem. Absolutely. And it's very nice that you're watching. I've got my trusty water. Always ready for a fly slip. A fly sip. That's it, a fly slip. There we are. Fantastic stuff. That was a Freudian slip, I think. So welcome, welcome. Lots to talk about tonight. Good evening, Mr. McClue. Phil, good evening. What's going on? Wakey. Oh, yes, Dinky-Doo. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. How you wonder what the topic is tonight. Francis, we have so much to talk about tonight, and I'm expecting great things from you guys. Tremendous amount of following, terrific watching of the videos, just going up and up and up. The most important thing, of course, is that if you're watching on the YouTube, you subscribe, free, and totally free. Strange word, subscribe, but you subscribe, please, because that's a great help, because Scottie McClue's YouTube channel is still the world's best kept secret. Kareem has sent me Rosie's weights, February, all these. Do you frequent wines, Mr. McClue? No, Bala, I don't drink alcohol any longer. So there we are. Mine's a large one. I'm not bragging. Ah, yes, Numptyhead. I've heard you in the pub. So there we go. Can I come on live? Lewis, you can phone. We have the phone number. Look. There we are. You follow on TikTok. Look, very simple instructions. Yes, nobody should not be able to understand these. Scottie, how have you been? I have been tremendous. Who's that? Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. There's the telephone number. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Yes, you'll see the number down there. And also a hello to Keith Snedden, the wonderful Keith, who's been so generous to this program. And there's the whole lot, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you can't say that there's nothing there that you don't understand. It's all there for you. Have we got all that? Right. Thank you. So not too difficult there. Hi, Scottie. Negan, lovely that you're with us. Baz and Nans, are the phones on tonight, Scottie? The phones will be on in 5 minutes. Can we have a discussion about gender? We can, Connell, but I don't want seriously anti everything that's going on. I want a proper discussion. Lewis says he's 6 foot. Well done, Lewis. Yes, have you just grown up to that, or have you been 6 foot for a while? We can have a discussion about all sorts of things on here, guys, but we have to be within certain parameters because we're guests in people's houses. Scottie, you look as if you've been into them McClue's pies. Mr. Bojangles, of course I've been into McClue's pies. I'm the chairman, for goodness sake. So there we are. Oh, Susan, how are you? Does Scotty keep freezing on the other app? So there we are. Right, I don't know. No, I've not had any alerts, Kareem, so it might be your stuff tonight for a change. There we go. I bet the numpty heads have sore fingers with all that redialing. I think they do, Professor Numpty Head. Hello, Ben Soldier Boy. Good that you could make it, and well done. Guys, get following as soon as you can. We need everybody following. Very, very important. Très important, as we say. There, if you see me putting my hand up to the camera, it's just I'm having a look at certain things. Hello and hi from Iowa. Hope you're enjoying and having a great weekend, Rivers. We're just delighted that you're with us from Iowa. Guys, always tell me where you're watching from, because we are a global show. And I think you never scroll, you never troll. That's the only rules on here. Otherwise, just thoroughly enjoy yourself. Hello and hi, everybody. Dinky-Doo. Glenn is here. Scotty, just to say, Mum got released from hospital last Sunday and is on the mend. The water infection caused dementia-like symptoms. I can't thank the NHS staff enough for getting her better. Glenn, this is great news. Very, very good news. And guys, get sharing here. So there we are. We've got, Kareem says he's on his bed listening to the gaffer. Kareem's got the long COVID and he's dealing with it as best he can. Excellent news, Glenn, says Kareem. That's wonderful stuff. Hello, everybody. Can you sing the heart song? No, we sang it this morning. Can we speak about Darvel FC? Well, only in a positive light, because I bet there was a few discussions at Pitaudry the other day, Ken. There we have it. Shamrock Rovers official says, hello there, Scotty. Hello, Shamrock. I'm glad you joined us. Leslie's in Maryland. We love it. You all have a nice day now. Kathleen from the Isle of Man. Dave, that is tremendous. Dave and Kathleen in Onken. Or are you in Douglas? I think you said to me the last time you were in Douglas. Have lots of rest, Kareem, says Susan. Sound advice, Kareem. Susan's very good with all that stuff. We're currently going through blizzard of snow. Expected to receive 5 to 10 inches tonight. My goodness me. Right today. Now, what have we got here? Opinion on Hibs beating Aberdeen 6-0. Well, what opinion do you share? I'll give you an opinion. I think Hibs have beaten Aberdeen 6-0. So there we are. Gibby from Portavogie. Thank you very much. Follow us, thank you. Thanks, Dave. Dave in the Isle of Man has followed. Well, it's Kathleen, and she's followed us. Let's see. Oh, yes, that's what we want. Guys, I need something like another 1,000 followers tonight. So everybody get following. I don't understand how everyone with a TikTok account doesn't realize that you should be following Scotty McClue. It's the first thing I would do. In fact, I think I would go to TikTok to follow Scotty McClue. It's not a lot to ask, is it? I say to you, fantastic. Now then, 1.5 minutes, 1 minute, and we'll be opening up the phones. So if you're wanting to call, get going. Scotty McClue, #1 fan here. Hi, Scotty, I'm your #1 fan. In that case, I am yours. There we are. Scotty, why do you have such contempt for the working classes? Thomas, you couldn't be more than 100% wrong. I don't understand what's wrong with you. I've spent my life talking to ordinary people with zero contempt. So I think you need to ask yourself what is wrong with your understanding and your interpretation of Scotty McClue. Where are you getting it so wrong? All right. I've been following you around for 30 years, Scotty. Professor Numpty Head. That's good. First-time viewer from Edinburgh. Thomas Donald, how lovely to have you with us from Edinburgh. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube. Please click subscribe. It's absolutely 100% free. There we are. It's a strange word, isn't it? Subscribe. It's my dream to travel to Scotland and Ireland within the next year or two. Lovely Rivers. We adore that. Rio is sending me 20 red roses. I love you, bro. Real, that is so very kind of you. And thank you for the 20 red roses. What a lovely, lovely thought. Remember, we've only got an hour, guys. Right, time to open up the phones. Donald, I'm so glad you could make it, and you're very, very welcome. This is big stuff. Were you an original Scottie McClue viewer, or is this your first time? Fantastic. Thank you very much for liking the live. Guys, can everybody click follow? I think it's top left plus. Is that right? And if you click follow, that would be amazing. Thank you for your lovely gifts. Jamie has sent me a red rose. I thank you, Jamie. You're number 2 gifter. And then he sent a February. Isn't that beautiful? Scottie, oh yes, we said that, didn't we? Scottie, why do you have such contempt for the rich? That's it, Thomas. I don't have contempt for the rich. I have contempt for the greedy. Do you see? So contempt for the greedy, because they need to know when enough's enough and stop being so greedy. So there you are. Scottie, can you say no surrender for more gifts? No. No amount of gifts would ever get me to say that, because we did actually surrender at Brexit. There we are. Put your phone on. Thank you very much. What have we got? First time viewer. Fantastic. We just love all this. So the phones, shall we open the phones? Take a few calls. Is everybody following? We need to get following, guys. Oh, take your telephones. I've got one here. Here's one we made earlier, right? And if you can do this, guys, can you tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, 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 tap, 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 tappity, tap. I've got 2,000 likes. By the end of the night, that should be around the 10,000 mark. Okay, so everybody get tapping. Scottie, my friend Philip still banned. Rick, I've had a look. I can't see any ban, so I don't understand. You know, what party do you support? Jamie, I don't support any party. I am apolitical and pro-economic. Yes, so I'm looking at the economy and what would help the people of Scotland, right? What the parties should be doing and aren't. Now, oh, that's so lush. So there we have it. Do you like the SNP, Scottie? I don't dislike them. You know, I mean, the only thing is we should be independent by now. They've been working at this since 1932. So how long ago is that? That's 91 years. They're in the 91st year. Is that right? 91 years of looking for independence, and we haven't got it yet. And the nearest we came, but I think a lot of the nationalists blew it in 2014 because they didn't support the monarchy 100%. And that's what you need to do, so you'll get the what's presently the unionist vote. So we lost 50% there. Also, there's a lot of lies told, and the weaker ones fell for the lies. So there we have it. That's what can happen. Dave has shared the live. We love it. And now, I think you accidentally banned him, says Negan. I'll have a look, Negan, and see who's banned. I'll have to look at the banned list, but I'm not going to run through it live on air because we've got so much to talk about and not enough time. So there we are. Now, the lines are opening up. There we go. Open the lines, I always say. There's the sound. Lines are open. Remember, if you come through as anonymous, you won't get answered. So there's no point in that. There's only one anonymous we've answered, and that's Numpty himself. And he can reset his settings and put his caller ID on. Morning, Lord Duke of the Dundee, Onion Badger in Australia. So lovely to have you. I told you, we are global. Tremendous stuff. And DINKY-DOO, get sharing. Let me just share the YouTube and let everybody know on Facebook that we're live. All right. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Everybody get tap, tap, tappity tapping. We're up at 3,000 likes, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wonderful. Now, we don't want that. And we want this. Live now, I'll just put, there's no point in me sugarcoating it. Live now. That's what we like. And there we go. So I've posted that over to Scotty's Facebook that we are live. Why are we governed by another country? Well, we have been for 313 years, 314 years this year. Billy is visiting Uig. I love it, Onion Badgie. We love Uig. There we are. What was the one that used to call in it Uig? Was it the Clansman of the Hebrides? There was 3 beautiful big ferries built for David McBrain in 1964. The Columba, the Clansman, and the Hebrides. Yes, I've been on them all. Scotty, I've tried to phone. It's not working. Liam, of course it's working. We've just turned it on. Have you phoned? Let me do a test. If you believe it's not working, I'll do a live test in front of the people. And we can decide. Where are we got here? Now then. Right. I'm going to test it. Are we listening? There you are. Isn't that fantastic? That call's anonymous, so I would be taking it. Remember, guys, if you're calling with anonymous on your number, you won't get on. 1707 Active Union. Well, that was Queen Anne, and it's built on sand. I think a good lawyer could probably demolish it. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Scotty, it's Kareem. How you doing?
Ah, Kareem, a very good evening to you. Very nice to have you on.
Thank you. How are we?
Well, amazing. I don't know what the people are not understanding about anonymous calls, but we're just not taking them and they keep ringing.
Yes, no, I know.
And it'll be wee dafties.
You know,
it'll be wee dafties, Kareem, wasting time.
Yes.
There's another one. They're all coming in as you speak. That's 3. That's 3 since you phoned.
Yeah, it'll be the ones from last week or the week before.
Yes.
Well, Scotty, interesting things have been happening. Not to go into detail on this one, but there's something else I wanted to speak about. But there was a poll done about voting intentions for Westminster, and currently it would look like the SNP would be the opposition party at Westminster.
Wow.
Could you believe that?
Amazing. So Westminster, you'd have the Tories pro tem, and then you'd have the SNP.
The SNP was estimated, I think, was it because you know that they moved the boundaries. The Tories have made it so to try and get more votes, protect their seats.
They'll struggle now. They've made such a dog's breakfast and a pig's ear of everything.
I know. But I think it was 54 or 56. I can't remember.
Wow.
It must be 54. The SNP would win out of 56. Yes, it's 56 seats it's going down to because it's currently at 59 MPs, so they're losing a few. So it would mean the Tories are sitting at 21, 22 MPs in Westminster. Now, could you imagine the SNP opposition at Westminster?
Now, I'm just thinking, because this might tie in with making everything north of Watford, Scotland.
Well,
you see, and because a lot of people want to be in with Scotland, like Northumberland, Cumberland. Well, they are now known as Northumbria and Cumbria, because some wise person thought they'd just muck about with that several hundred-year-old name. So you've got that, and then you've got Merseyside, you've got Yorkshire, North, South, and East Yorkshire. Yes, and West Yorkshire.
Yeah. Well, I just think they should have you've got your parliaments, but Westminster should be an English parliament as well, and I think that should be central in England where they're trying to move more powers about.
Well, no, but think about, Kareem, let's have a think about this. So, I mean, I know I'm jumping the gun a bit, but could we maybe have the First Minister, at Prime Minister's questions, asking the main questions? So, in other words, Labour would have to just, bunch up, and the First Minister, in this case, Nicola, would be she would be taking Mr. Starmer's place. Sorry, not Mr. Starmer, Sir Keir.
Yeah, I think she has to be voted in as an MP to speak in the House of Commons Westminster. But I think when you look at the way it's happened just now, the vast
but surely that would be possible to do if you've got, you know, so she would be appearing in both houses.
Well, it would be certainly interesting if it would be the case.
See, in the old days, prior to the Scottish Parliament, you had Scottish questions. Right? So there was a time set aside, I can't remember, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, Tuesday, can't remember. But anyway, it was Scottish questions, and the House filled up, and you had your own Scottish civil servants passing notes, and your Secretary of State there. You see? And the Secretary of State had two residences. They had a big residence in Charlotte Square, and they had a big residence at Dover House.
Right, okay.
You know? And that was where your Secretary of State for Scotland was. And it's always been a moot point. Was the Secretary of State Scotland's representative at Westminster or Westminster's representative in Scotland? And certain ones have been very, very good. You know, some very, very good Scottish secretaries, Willie Ross being one of them, and George Younger another. And you had excellent Scottish secretaries. But now I think it's very clear that the Secretary of State for Scotland is representing Westminster's interests in Scotland.
Correct. And I think Alistair Jack's going to get a house in the House of Lords, a seat, I should say, sorry. You know, and it's all about me, myself, and I for a lot of them.
Well, one doesn't know. I mean, you see, I'm a defender of the House of Lords simply because they can police the House of Commons, the other place, you know?
Well, I think the system, they'll protect themselves, Scott, as you know. I think, I don't know how many new Lords have been put into there when Boris was in charge. I think it was talking about an extra 40, and people have brought themselves in there. And we won't get into detail about that, but I think that if they have it like in a system where instead of they can be voted in, I think that might be better instead of who has the most money.
Yes, I mean, a lot of the House of Lords, it's wrong to say it's unelected, because a lot of the House of Lords have been elected at some point and are ex-MPs. Others are there because they wouldn't get elected, and the Prime Minister or the government of the day wants to have them to hand and on their side. So they put them into the Lords because they know they won't get elected to the Commons. So there's been a few have slipped in that way. Also, a Labour government, wrongly, in my opinion, got rid of a lot of the hereditary peers. And these people very often bring with them huge experience of matters that no others would know about. You know?
I don't think anything will happen to the House of Lords. I know, again, every time Labour get in, they always say they're going to get rid of the House of Lords, and it never happens.
No, that's just rhetoric, standard. That's what you call stock rhetoric. You know, they're just coming out with all that nonsense because it makes them sound good. But in actual fact, you know, there needs to be more accountability. Who said this? You see? And we need to actually get right. Well, they need to now come and justify it. Or they need to justify it as they're saying it.
I think that the whole voting system will never change because they like the two-horse race, but if they want better representation, then it should have PR like they have in the Scottish Parliament, and where they can get more parties in and have a lot more negotiation. But clearly, Scott, my point I wanted to make was, like, it was interesting Glenn was thanking NHS, and I'm glad his mum's better and on the mend. My point is, I had to take the dog to the vets. She was dribbling a little bit, so about a week or so ago, got antibiotics. And as you know,
kennel cough.
Sorry?
Kennel cough.
No, it was she was peeing, urinating.
Right.
She took a wee dribbles here.
Sorry, when you said dribbling, I was thinking out of her mouth. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, so antibiotics, and the antibiotics worked, but then it came back again. So I've asked, I want a second course of antibiotics, because I think that will help, because it was quite a bad case. But the point I'm trying to put across is they didn't want that. They haven't given me a full course. They've only given me half a course because they wanted me to come in on Tuesday to do the checkup, possibly get blood and urine or an ultrasound. And I'm just thinking here, I would rather have another course, and if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then I'll go on to the next stage. So to me, it was all about money, 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 because the blood would be £80, the ultrasound would be God knows how many hundreds of pounds, and then another consultation is 35. So that's a lot of money.
Yes.
The point I'm trying to make, Scotty, is people grudge when they have to pay that money. But when you look at now what's happening potentially for NHS, when they're saying down south, to pay £60 to now go and see your doctor.
This idea is wrong. We're paying huge amounts in taxes for the NHS. The problem is so much of our tax money goes to pay rich bankers and people for the national debt.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. But this money has to go to the NHS and be properly allocated. The NHS should never not be free. That's why it was brought in, because poor people couldn't afford to pay the doctor. They had to pay the doctor. But, you know, a lot of the doctors were wonderful, particularly in Scotland. They were dealing with tremendous, mortality, infant mortality, and people going in their 30s and 40s. These guys went and doctored to huge areas of steelworks, coal mines, all the very industrial stuff. And the Industrial Revolution was successful, but it was very dangerous for workers. You know, even if you got a spark in your eye in the steelworks, you know, and the doctor was going, that will be 5 shillings. So a lot of the doctors, you know, that really worked in these areas. There used to be a thing in Scotland called Dr. Finlay's Casebook. And it was set in the 30s. And it was very, very popular. 3 tremendous actors were the leading actors. Barbara Mullen was Janet, the housekeeper. And Bill Simpson, who was an ex-Scottish television announcer and a great actor. Bill Simpson was Dr. Finlay. And the elderly partner was Andrew Cruikshank, who was Dr. Cameron. And these were very well-known actors. Now, everybody watched it on a Friday night. It was set in the 1930s in a little, I think it was a Morris 8 or a bullnose Morris Cowley or something for his car. And it was a real pull. It was black and white, and it was BBC Scotland. Now, they also, I think STV did a remake, Dr. Finlay's Casebook. That was excellent as well. Now, the thing about it is they would maybe say, well, it's 5 shillings, but these people don't have the money. So they say, how much is it, doctor? And they say, 6pence, 2.5p or something nowadays. So that's the thing. My father was the same. My father had a business. And if elderly people couldn't pay, I know he adjusted the bill. So it would go from 30 quid to £7, 2 and 6pence, you know.
But that's my point, Scotty. Like, the thing that worries me, you come on the TV and you see the news, and all you see from down south is the corruption, the greed. There's problems, there's bullying just now, there's so many ministerial codes have been broken. But that's what I can't get my head around, that people up here aspire Scotland to be like that.
Yeah.
I just can't understand that they're more than willing, that they want the Scottish Parliament closed, they want the SNP out. That will stop the mitigation of 700 million.
Yes, the thing is that they disagree with them. They're not on message. And they don't realise that the way to keep the world healthy is to have strong government and strong opposition. You can't have even stronger opposition or they would be in. But strong opposition nipping at their heels, not just a game of table tennis.
Well, down south, Scotty, Keir Starmer sits in the fence of everything. or doesn't agree. Well, if he doesn't agree, he doesn't really say or step out the tone. I mean, the Labour are a Diet Coke version, shall we say, of what the Tories are. And the big fear, and this is for the listeners to think about this, when it's January 1st, when your rights get thrown out the window and it's all been rewritten that you're not allowed to strike. It's a basic human right to strike for better wages. That was now made illegal. You can't get a wage increase. It's slowly taking away all your rights. You know.
So
and
what
this is
you're
because
going
of
to
Brexit
see,
we can do this
what
now.
you're going to see is an exodus of people from this country. That will be the
Correct.
next step. Because if humans aren't having a nice time, the only problem is, where do they go? You see? I mean, I came back to Scotland and everybody said, well, you'll have trouble getting work up there and you'll not get paid so well. And I thought, no, but I'll be in Scotland.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing. So you have to sort of, you have to pay, you know, for your pleasures, if you like. All the time, we're paying through the nose. But it's just trying to keep a step ahead of the game. But what I was going to say to you, Kareem, about Dr. Finlay, it was written by a guy called A.J. Cronin, Archie Cronin, right? And A.J. Cronin was a doctor who I think had worked in Wales. He wrote another great novel called The Citadel. And I think he'd seen just how poor working class people were and how badly they were treated. So we're getting treated. We're not at the stage we were at 50 years ago, but it could return if this lot keep putting on the squeeze.
Well, Scotty, it's always going to be like that, because when you vote Labour in, as you'll know, they muck it up and then the Tories get back into power, and it's a continuous loop of austerity. People up here have to wake up and accept, have a Scottish Parliament, have independence. SNP will not be in charge in an independent Scotland. There'll be new parties and it will be stronger and better representation. If not, then believe me, if you've got 10 grand when you broke your leg to pay in time, that's fine. If you've got over, I don't know, 100 grand when you develop cancer and you need all these radio and chemotherapy and treatments and doctor's appointments.
Folk won't have it, Kareem. Folk won't have it. See the dog, I'm going to tell you something now. You'll need to look this up and check it. So I'm not giving you a recommendation. I am not a veterinary surgeon, but I'm going to steer you in the way of, for UTIs, for dogs, you can help. Now, I'm trying to think what it is. I think it's something to do with natural yogurt, but obviously, you know, they're not too keen to take that. Natural yogurt, and something else. Look it up for me, Kareem. You know, for a UTI for dogs, natural healing, and have a look. And I think you'll find that you can also help the case, because when I had no money, I can remember the dog recovering on this.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
So have a look.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, but I'm not making any recommendation, you understand?
No, I totally get that. I'll go into Google and see what they all say.
This is very much at your own risk, as they used to say on the buses.
Yes. So I won't be sued, Scotty, don't worry.
No, but do have a look, Kareem, because anything that helps the wee dog, you say they haven't had that, but something that's completely harmless that cures the UTI. You know, like cystitis and all that, you know, cranberry juice. But you've got to be very careful. I mean, this is for humans. Got to be very careful about something doesn't say juice drink, because that's just water with a little bit of juice in it. You know what I mean? It's all that. So there we go. Anyway, lovely talking to you, and we'll go to the nation and see what is what.
Thanks, Scotty, for your time. See you later.
Thank you for yours. Dinky-Doo. There we are. That's our Kareem. A fine fellow. Always a good call. There we are. And the people, that's anonymous, so I won't be taking it. There we go. We'll have to say no. Guys, remember, if it's anonymous, I won't be taking the call, just to let you know. You need to get that into your head. These poor souls ringing to shout, hey, and all that, and they can't get on. I want it. Thank you for my beautiful gifts. Keith Snedden, what are you doing, you generous man, giving lovely gifts And Keith has been so kind to the program. We never ask for money, but if anyone's feeling flush, they can tap the dollar bill or pop in a few TikToks or something like that. No problem. Evening, Bud. Evening, Scott. You look a bit baked when the frame freezes. Well, it shouldn't be freezing. Anonymous calls, guys. There's no point in me taking them. There we have it. I've just said it, but I don't know if people are listening or if they're so busy phoning, they haven't been told he won't take an anonymous call. There's another one, you see. So somebody's not listening. I can tell you, yay, mind rab free bigger. Yes, indeed, I do. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. Fantastic. That's anonymous as well, so bye-bye. There we are. No point in taking an anonymous call. Try and set your settings so that you've got your caller ID. And then if you say something silly, we can ban you. Anonymous again. All anonymous, all going. There we go. Mark has joined us. DINKY-DOO. Fantastic. Now then, evening, Bud. Evening. Anonymous. That's it. We'll just decline the anonymous calls, guys, till the message gets through. You're the man who holds the record for phone calls. There's another one. They're wonderful, isn't it? They just don't get the message. Encourage the viewers to share the live, guys. 3,500. Can everybody share the live? And can we all tap, tap, tappity, tap? Tappity, 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 tap. As much as we possibly can. I say to you. There we are. The message will eventually get through. Now, a lot of feedback here. Good evening, everyone. DINKY-DOO. Good evening. Anonymous. Right, we'll just put a stop to that. Okay. There we are. Anonymous calls have gone. We won't be hearing any more from them. Now, what was I going to do? Oh, yes, we're looking at the messages. Tremendous. We like that. Right, let's hear your messages, guys. The phones are on. Yes, Baz and Hans. Susan, how are you? Yes, we've done that bit. Just stumbled across this. Used to listen to years ago. Hoggy Boy, how lovely to have you with us. And a massive DINKY-DOO. Can you all get sharing the YouTube? And guys, if you're watching on YouTube, can you pop over and subscribe? Let me see if anybody's subscribed. Hello there, Scotty. There we are. Fantastic. Hi, Scotty, your #1 fan. Thomas Donald says, first-time viewer from Edinburgh. We like that, Thomas. DINKY-DOO. Scotty, I've tried the phone, not working. Well, it's working well now. It's me, the Irish version of Scottie McClue. Irish Scottie McClue. DINKY-DOO to you, I say. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube, subscribe. It's free. The whole world's rocking. The whole world's rocking when McClue is talking. That's what it's about, I say. Now, I'm just going to see who's subscribed, guys, on the YouTube, because that would be a great help, and I'll tell you how many we need. Right, I need another 8 people to go over and subscribe on the YouTube channel. 8 of you. So you're watching right now, give us a thumbs up and come over. There's a call coming in. There's a call coming in. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Hello? Who's that?
My name's Michael.
Michael, how are you? Lovely to have you with us.
Oh, I'm doing grand, Scotty.
Are you grand? Good to hear you.
Oh, I was just wondering, what are you thinking about the Prime Minister? What's his name?
The Prime Minister, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yes, what about him?
How do you feel about?
Oh, he's away. He decided that was enough, I think. There we go. I didn't cut him off, so he must have decided that was enough. The man who holds the record for the phone calls, that's anonymous. Guys, remember, if you ring under an anonymous number, I won't take the call. Are we getting the message? There we are. I won't take the call. I won't take the call. Are we getting that? And the whole world's rocking when McClue is talking. When McClue's tick-tocking. Scotty, how are you doing? Scottish Gaz. Lovely to have you with us. We enjoyed your call the other night, by the way. Fantastic. live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
You're gay.
Your knee what? Must have been free Aberdeen. You went, your knee. Your knee, knee. Fantastic. What a half-wit. Right, let's just ban his number for life. Block. He's gone. So there we go. He'll not be bothering us again. Fantastic. Good evening, Scotty. Dinky-Doo. Evening, Scotty. Evening. Keith has sent squirrels and roses. Keith, you're amazing. Hello, Scotty from Cornwall. Morning, Paul. How are we then? Lovely to have you with us from Cornwall. And you were with us. This, would it be evening? We were in the morning. What do you call 8 o'clock in the morning in Cornwall? So you need to educate me here, Paul, so I get it right for Cornwall. Dinky-Doo from Wilmington in North Carolina. Larry, lovely to have you with us from the Carolinas. Yes, nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. Tremendous. Now, what we've got here, one or two numpty heads with one just phoning there. And he was just a half-wit, wasted his time, wasted his call. Remember, if it's anonymous, I won't take it. And if it's a number and you're a dafty, you'll have to go. Shout out for the boys of Meath. Absolutely. Evening, Scotty. Hope you had a good Saturday. Anonymous, no point. There we go. Excellent Saturday. Yes, indeed. Busy on the phones tonight, guys. Can everybody get following as soon as you possibly can? Lots and lots of followers. The connection's not good tonight for some reason. I find that very strange. There we go. Somebody made another decision. They were going to phone and they made another decision. I wonder if we should try and pop up again. There we are. If you're watching on the TikTok, get following, please. Very much appreciate it. Larry has sent me 10 finger hearts. Larry, you are very kind. Anonymous call, guys, no point. They're not getting the message, are they? How often have I said tonight, if it's anonymous, they won't take the call? There's another one. It does make me laugh. There we go. It's quite sad, really. Night, son. Keith, good night to you, and thank you for all your kindness. Lovely, lovely guy. Anonymous. There we go. Night, Keith. Take care of yourself. I'm glad to know that things are a lot better for you. Now then, lots more followers. Who have we got here on the YouTube? Bazanans is sending lots of funny little things here. Now, what do we got here? Are you Scottish? Says Gaz. Yes. Can I have the phone number, please? Phone number 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. Let's give you the gem. All right. We got that. Can we see that, guys? Everybody happy with that? And the telephone number. Let's get that going. There's the TikTok for you. That's beautiful. All right. And telephone number. Can we all see that? What a racket. See that, guys? It's a guy anonymous ringing and ringing and ringing. How daft are they? All right. We all got that now. So let's have proper calls. And remember, no anonymous calls. The only anonymous call we take is numpty head. Jake says hi from Tremor in Waterford. You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Right, an idiot. Okay. Now, here we got. I thought so. Jimbo, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. You're live with Scotty's Funny. Who's that?
Hi, you alright?
There we are. Right, I think we've had enough of that just now, so we'll just pop that off. There we go. You could get too much of a good thing. Opinions on Carl McFerris. I am very, very impressed with Carl McFerris for, wait till I see now, almost 150 years, right? The various forms of ferry companies for Scotland have done the most amazing job. Fabulous job. So I'm a huge fan. Unfortunately, their hands are tied at the moment because they need to replace the fleet. And what you need, I mean, I knew McBrain's managers well and the Caledonian steam packet, and you have to plan. Now, there was a wonderful ship called the Columba Passenger, and she did 1878 to 1936. You do the maths, right? 58 years she lasted. Now, your problem nowadays is the ferries are built with around a lifespan, I think, of 25 years. So they're really going to be struggling maintenance-wise any older than that. And it's amazing how quick 25 years passes. So these brand new ones that were launched in 1964, what are we talking, guys? Almost 60 years since they were launched. And one of them, in fact, maybe even two of them, maybe three of them, are still running somewhere in some shape or form. You know, but you're talking a 60-year-old vessel. And just from a maintenance point of view, even a painting point of view. But overall, Carl Mac are outstanding people doing a wonderful job. Unfortunately, at the moment, hands a bit tied behind the back. You know, that's the thing. Guys, I'm going to set up the live again on the TikTok because we seem to have a wee problem just with the connection coming and going. So let me see if we can pop down and that. Right, so that's the TikTok gone for now. You're coming back up, though. Do not panic, I say to you. Panic ye not. Right, because we're coming up again. There we go. All right, and live and live and go live. Right, so they should be coming back, the beautiful TikTokers. We love it. Can I have the phone number? Baz and Ange, you should have that phone number down by now. You've been given it often enough, and you should have that ready to hand. These poor souls, the anonymous idiots, are still not realizing that they won't get through. So there we go. TikTok's telling everyone live. David's just joined us. Lovely to have you with us. Who have we got here? I want to talk to you. Can you completely block and on phone calls so you don't hear them? Chris, we're going to look into that. Yep, absolutely. What's Britain's smallest hawk? I would have thought the sparrow hawk. Have I got that right, Mr. Martin? Frank Carberry, good evening, Scotty from Ireland. The contentious bit in the north. Frank, there's nothing contentious about Northern Ireland. So it's time to everybody in Ireland to grow up now, north and south, and press on. Scotty, I have a lot of tattoos. I'm very trustworthy. Yes, indeed. I was asking earlier, if somebody's tattooed, do you trust them? Interesting thought, isn't it? Are they trustworthy? Because tattoos used to look a bit dodgy. Remember that? Dinky-Doo, Scotty, I'm on your YouTube. I'm normally on TikTok at Dawson Creek. Yes, indeed. For some reason, TikTok, we were losing the signal tonight. Scotty, I've tried to phone. My caller ID is on, but it still isn't working. It should, Leonard. You should be able to sort that and get it to come up with a number on it. Scotty McClue's enforcement in Ireland. Irish Scotty McClue. What a lovely, lovely thing to say. There we are. I can't get off anonymous, says Ben Soldier. It won't let me. It's bound to Ben. Have another look. It's a shame when these tiny minority of half-witted people spoil it for the majority. You notice that? But it was always the same, I have to say, with phone-ins. I don't understand why a drawing on somebody's body would make them not trustworthy. Well, it's just the way, it's a lot more common now. So you've got a lot of decent folk getting tattooed. But it used to be a bit dodgy, I think. Hi, Scotty, all the way from Chester. They went, can you play a song for me? I might, Julian. There we are. I'm trying to phone. It's going to anonymous. Merlin. The Merlin Hawk. Is that the name of a hawk? The Merlin Hawk. Wow. So how small is the sparrow hawk? Right? It must be quite small. Doogie from Northern Ireland. Hi. Hello, Doogie. Lovely to have you with us. What about you, Doogie? Fantastic stuff. There we are. Could you please pay... What? Oh, I don't know that one, Julian. No. There we are. So we've got that. Right. Here's a call coming in. Let's see who this is. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello? Ah, they've gone. No problem at all. There's a call coming in. Now, who we got here? Thank you for joining us, Dinky-Doo. Yo! Happy Mondays, says Doogie. Absolutely. Okay, so Doogie. There we are. I mean, I don't know individuals, guys, so no point in giving me these names, I say to you, because we don't know what you're talking about. Evening, Bud. Evening, Scott. Lovely to have you with us on Dinky-Doo. Can everybody follow me, please, on the TikTok? Get following Scotty McClue, First Lord of the Internet. This is the big show. Saturday nights, always huge. So there we go. Mr. Martin, interesting. We'll need to ask you a few questions and check out your intelligence as well. It's great. You all know about mine, but we need to check out yours. That would be good. Can you follow us as soon as you come on, guys? Scotty boy, how are you doing, says Scully. Guys, put where you're phoning from. So don't just come on and go, Scotty, how are you doing? Put, hi, it's me from the United States or whatever. Have you been on the ferry to Orkney? Chris, I haven't. That's a separate company used to do the Arcadian crossing. Am I not right? There we are. Who's this? Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Can you hear me?
Hello, Scotty, Dinky-Doo.
Numpteed, how are you? Numpteed, have you been trying to get through?
This is my first time. I'm just back to the dog, Scotty.
Oh, good, brilliant, absolutely. And you've got your number now.
Aye.
Good
now,
man.
Listen, Scotty, I was listening to Kareem and got me thinking, Scotty. You know how you were talking about the strikes?
Yes,
the government are trying to phase it out.
Yes, Numpteed, yes.
Well, I got me thinking about the miners' strike, Scotty. If you remember back in the days when we had the miners' strike.
I remember it very, very well. And
the public, they set up a miners' fund. They all donated.
Yes.
So the miners could have a whole meal.
Yes.
And pay their bills.
Because the public were against Thatcher and her carry on.
So what did Thatcher do? She weaponised the police.
That's right. She used the police, which was a very, very low trick.
Indeed it is. But Scotty, their tricks have got dirtier now. Because although that's in the past, do you want to know what they do now to break up strikes?
Well, go on.
They weaponise the banks and freeze their bank accounts, because it's happened over in Canada with the truckers.
That's right.
When the truckers went on strike, what did the Prime Minister in Canada do? Froze the bank accounts of the people who donated to the truckers, and that's how they break the strikes now, Scotty.
But you see, I'm wondering what
these things illegal.
Well, I'm wondering what the precedence was for that, because what the precedent was for that. You see what I mean? Because to me, that would sound illegal. Yeah, but that would sound illegal.
Well, that's what's happening. It's happening all over the world. They're shutting down the farms, and that's how you're not getting fertiliser to grow our crops.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're doomed, Scotty. We're heading for the Hunger Games, let me tell you. My
The Hunger
crystal
Games.
ball tells no lies.
Well, we need to head out of the Hunger Games and head into the sunlit uplands, wasn't it?
Well, we can always head towards the chippies and get a big supper.
Get a supper. Now, there's Elise says on. Elise is a big fan of yours, you know, Numpty. She says.
And I'm a big fan of Lisa's as well, Scotty, because she's a quality caller.
She is a quality call. Hurrah for Numpty, she says.
And hurrah for Elise.
Yes, hurrah for Elise, I say to you. Excellent.
Aye, so that's how they're going to combat the stripes in the future, Scotty. They're weaponising the banks. They're also bringing in a digital currency where they can just flick a switch and that's you finished, right off the planet of the Earth as far as they're concerned. Cancelled.
There's J.D. Donnelly saying all governments are illegal. I don't know where he gets that from, because they have voted them in.
Scotty, the thing is, our governments that we elect, they're not the ones pulling the strings, let me tell you.
No.
They're actually working on behalf of somebody else.
Absolutely, when they should be working for the people.
Indeed.
Yeah, but you see, if they are working on behalf of somebody else, all that should be declared.
Indeed. Well, look at the second jobs that pay all that money.
You know, why not declare it?
How it's been in the papers that second incomes can be more than their first income, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I know what you mean. I'm just
something not right there.
There's something not right. I'm just removing a pretend Kareem.
Oh, you got another one?
Yes, and I think that's quite good. So there we are. Yeah, I'm just removing him. Have I done it right?
The world's fully imposter Kareems.
Well, I think they love Kareem. You see, they wish they were him.
Indeed, they do.
That's the thing. Yes, but you're Numpty Head. Tremendous.
Indeed, I am the original Numpty Head, Scotty.
You are the original. You are the top man.
I've been there, done it, got banned in the past.
Yes, and got back on.
Aye, because I seen the errors of my ways, Scotty.
Well, here's Lizard. Lizard was on cheeking up earlier, and he says, "Sorry about earlier." Now that's good stuff. We left him on.
Oh well, there you are. See, there is light at the end of the tunnel, Scotty.
Yes, there's a gentleman.
There is a possibility that the Numpties could become professors, just like me.
Absolutely. Well, there's a gentleman. Hello, my good man. It's Rick from Indiana. I buried my father today. We send you love, Rick.
Many blessings to that man.
Yes, listen, Elisa sent you a wee message here. It says, Numpty Head and I are completely on the same page. All the things
Indeed.
we say, / don't say.
Well, Scotty, I'm looking forward to the day when they send my red roses and paraffin lamp.
Oh, that stuff. You don't want to be a paraffin lamp.
Right, and I'm enjoying this show too much.
It's a great show.
Enjoy the rest of it?
Well, yes, sadly, we're going to have to pack up soon, but it's been lovely to have you on.
Indeed, it has been. Indeed, it has.
And Dinky-Doo.
And DINKY-DOO, McCLUE. We'll see you next week.
Ta-ra-la. There we are. That's our Numpty Head. A good man. Very good call, actually. Give us a call as soon as you like, guys. We're going to have to finish in about a minute or so. And we will get you on as an anonymous call. You're live with Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty. This is Michael.
Michael. Dinky-Doo.
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. I just want to tell you something. You know those trolls that are phoning you?
They're idiots, Michael.
Yeah. I stabbed one of them.
You've what?
I've stabbed one of them.
No, you can't do any of that, Michael. Stop talking nonsense. So there we are. Right, that's that. Now, time for McCLUE to go. I hope you've enjoyed tonight as much as I've enjoyed being with you. Absolutely tremendous. There we are. Terrific feedback. Hurrah for Numpty Head, says Elise. Jerry, #1 Scotty. Absolutely, Jerry. Love you with us. And Dinky-Doo. There's the anonymous crowd trying to get on. What do you do with these people? They're just not getting the message. Been lovely being with you. We'll sing you a goodbye song. Are you ready for the goodbye song? Right. Join in after 3. 3. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and a cheerio. Stick out your tongues and say ta-ta, ba-ba, ba-ba. That's